Hello there everybody, I'm Mr. GamePie, and this is Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog, Part 4. Last time we got all the Chaos Emeralds, and finished up Labrynth Zone. Now we're gonna go through one of the hardest levels of the game. In my opinion at least, Labrynth Zone. First underwater level in the series. Now originally, in production, this was going to be level 2 before Marble Zone. But the producers thought that it was too hard, and for good reason. So they decided to move it further back in the game. In fact, you'll see how hard they thought it was in a later level. So yeah, we got crazy green water in here, and we're on the inside of a cave. Very much like the water level of Sonic CD. We'll get to that later. Those faces on the back there, those are pretty crazy. Now, I guess I didn't mention this back in Labrynth Zone, but my first time into Labrynth Zone, I pretty much lost right then and there. Oh, I was almost out of breath. I pretty much lost right then and there. But after I managed to get back there again, I pretty much beat the game. So even though I consider this a really hard level, I've never had a whole lot of trouble with it, because at that point I was good enough to survive. Now, something about this level, that part where I was sucked up by the water there, in the Game Boy Advance version of this game, the Game Boy Advance remake, there's actually a problem in the coding, in which Sonic, he has too much inertia, so whenever you start moving him really fast, he doesn't stop for a long time. And that carries over into that water that carries you, making it so that the spike that it brushes you up to the side, well, whenever you reach, it'll actually keep pushing you into the spike, even as you go to the bottom of it, and thus, well, you get pierced by it. It's a problem. In fact, the Game Boy Advance remake as a whole is just a problem. It's just a problem in general. They did not do a very good job with that. Well, I'm running out of air, but fortunately, the water comes down. You gotta let the water take this cork up with you. Much appreciated. But yeah, once again, like I was saying back at the beginning, there are a lot of ways to play this game, even a Game Boy Advance remake. Oh, these guys. They shoot their little spikes at you. Whenever they run out of spikes, they never reappear again, so you're free to attack them as you please. Though they aren't much of a problem or a threat at that point. These guys, they shoot fireballs. There's a little bit of lag time between them appearing on the screen and them shooting their first fireball, but after that, they shoot them pretty consistently, so you better make sure you get past them real fast the moment they appear on the screen. Because after that, it gets a lot harder. Now these little things that are coming out of the sides, they aren't too hard to avoid if you have good timing. Even if you don't have good timing, they're still not that hard to avoid. Sometimes they don't even reach the other end of the wall. So, as you can see, there's no big ring, even though I have over 50 rings. That's because I already got all the Chaos Emeralds, of course. So these videos, in a sense, they'll be shorter because I won't be doing the Chaos Emerald mini-games anymore, but they might be longer as well since the levels get harder. Now, something about this game, the inspiration for it. The creator of Sonic said that he was playing a Mario game, and he noticed that it was kind of hard to get through the game really fast. Even with warp points, you would always still have to play World 1-1. And so what he wanted to do is he wanted to make a game where you could pretty much get back to wherever you were in the game really fast, as long as, you know, you could move really fast. And thus, Sonic's fast movement. That we're not necessarily seeing here because he's underwater, but that's aside the point. Alright, let's get an air bubble. And okay, good. Still alive. Let's get this shield. Awesome. Let's get this spring. Now this is kind of a tricky part, a little bit of a puzzle. You gotta hit this ring box, and there's a switch in there. That opens up the pathway that you need to go. Right here. Invincibility box, much appreciated. Now I do believe that Sonic can still drown, or well, still loses the airtime while invincible. So right here is where you want to get some air. Make sure to time this right. Good. Whoa, don't want to get hit by that. Okay, this part. This guy's kind of tricky. Low ceilings, not very helpful. And that air bubble is going to stop you from hitting him, so make sure that he just passes that before you try to attack. Okay, now this. This is kind of annoying too! Case in point. Normally I try to duck his spikes, but that doesn't work too well because the camera moves down the moment that you start doing it. And it's hard to tell whenever he's shot his last spike and it's gone past you. So it requires some good internal timing to make that work. Alright, this looks like it's about it. Yep. Wonderful. And I don't know what I was saying earlier, because I'm ending all these levels with over 50 rings. Like I was saying earlier, once you get past Springyard Zone, it's hard to get to the end of the levels with 50 rings, but... well, I guess I sort of proved myself wrong. Yeah, you don't even have to move the control stick during this part when jumping off of these, just jump. Though it can be a hard part, as you're constantly going down these waterfalls until you hit that switch. Let's get this stuff over here before hitting that switch. Alright, lots of rings. I should be good for a while. Alright, let's try to stay on the top path. This leads to a bottom path, which we don't want to go down. The bottom paths always suck. More air, please? Thank you! Thought there was a spike thing up here, but I guess not. I'm gonna run out of air in a second, aren't I? Better get some air. Here we go. Oh dear! Oh my gosh, I'm alive. What? I don't understand, but I'm not going to question it. Timing these can be a little bit difficult because they're spinning at different rates. Rings! Let's see where these pulleys take me. I'm sure it'll be something interesting. Or not? Wait. Ah, here we go. Yes. Invincibility! Why, I'll take that, thank you. And some rings in here. Wait. Is this the way that I need to go? I don't remember. Nope, it isn't. Ah, here we go. Oh, that was a lot of stuff in there. Oh well. I did not remember that there was stuff in there. At all. It looks like there should be some sort of current taking you through here, but, well, there isn't. Ooh, more invincibility. Well, first air. Gotta get some air. As you can see, I really needed some air. And thanks for the oxygen. Oxygen is much appreciated. Though, to be honest, I'm actually kind of addicted to oxygen. I really should stop breathing. But I just can't stop. It just makes me feel so good. Maybe I should go into therapy about that or something. Whoa! Spikes. Spikes are not appreciated. I'm kind of allergic to them. I break out in a bad case of not being alive every time. So yeah, I gotta hit that switch right there, and that reverses this pulley, which is important. I don't necessarily remember why offhand, but it is important. Nice combo. Make sure to get this, and then jump on the corks. Oh! Alright, don't worry, the corks will come back down. Where are the corks? Come back down. Corks. Thank you. Alright, I can get through this with 4 rings. This is actually probably the hardest boss battle in the game, and you'll see momentarily it's not even really a boss battle. You'll see what I mean in a second. Grab this shield, they give it right to you right before there. Okay, so Robotnik, he's just running away. And then there's these guys. They're just... Basically, this is just a really tall pit that you gotta jump out of with a bunch of obstacles in the way. And though you don't see it right now, there's water coming up from under you. Kind of a problem. This part is a lot harder if you have water coming up, and there's no oxygen at any point. Oh! Robotnik hit me in the cutscene. Watch out for that. I wonder what would happen if he did that when you had 0 rings. Hitting Robotnik actually slows down the water, I believe, so you can do that if you want. But anyway, I'm Mr. Grandpa, and this has been Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog Part 4. I'll see y'all next time with Starlight Zone. See ya!